Sorry, we're talking about our TikTok, YouTube styles that are very underwhelming. Which is what this video is for. Hi, I'm Punk Rock Anthropology, where we talk about punk music and culture and media. And we're in Bristol, England?
England.
Yeah.
Yep, I do.
You think, I just want to say, I took AP Geography and I feel like a failure during this trip a little bit.
No,
I was like, is the United Kingdom? Is it Wales? Is it England? I'm going cycling through everything.
We're pretty close to Wales here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like...
Yeah, the bridge is only down the road and you'll be there.
I know. It's public school, so sorry. But anyway, we're here with Common Sense Kid, and actually, isn't it your first album anniversary today?
It is today, yeah. It's so weird that groups are here at the same day. Okay. And I completely forgot, I had a really busy morning. And then someone like was like, happy 1 year, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's today. So I forgot as well.
It's also raining, so we're in a van, so this is probably the best interview I've ever done.
Yeah, that's 8 degrees outside. It's freezing. We had to turn the heating off because of the noise.
We're here today because, I don't get to interview a lot of overseas people, so thank you for being the first. Also, if you've been watching, you would know that A for Effort is my third pick of 2023.
That made me cry a little bit. It did. Wasn't expecting it. I was like, why is this person saying
I like to keep people guessing, honestly. I mean, I try to pick a little bit from the spectrum of punk and genre in general, but I also try to pick bigger, mid, small, like everything, because, I mean, that's the great thing about music.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start with the first question. How did you decide to be Common Sense Kid? Like, do you decide, like, I'm just going to do this music project? Are you going to do it by yourself the entire time? Or, like, kind of, where do you start and then where do you see it kind of going?
So, at the start of COVID, obviously with the lockdowns and stuff, I started working from home and we couldn't go out. I had an 8-month-old at the time and a 2-year-old.
Perfect.
I was like, I need to do something to keep myself sane, basically.
Yeah.
So I was like music. I always had like a guitar around that I never really knew how to play properly. So I thought, right,
same.
This lot, I'm going to use this time productively, and I'm going to learn music properly. So and then basically, I like ska and drum and bass and jungle and hip hop and all this stuff. And I thought, I'm just going to with the EP, because the EP came first. So to start with, I'm just going to try and sort of like make a song in each sort of genre that I like. So if you listen to that EP, you can sort of hear, oh, this is the reggae dubby song. This is the like 30 wave ska punk song. This one is a little bit weird, which is like Old Dog, which I felt was probably like the one that was most sort of like what I was trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And then there was like more electronic influences at the end. And I called that maybe this is a midlife crisis, because that's what my other half was saying to me when I was learning music during COVID, because I'm not a young man, believe it or not, audience. I'm 36 and I'll be 37 next week.
I'm 39 and people can't guess my age all the time
to sort of do it.
Yeah, don't talk to me like I'm a child on the internet. I'm not. People do it all the time.
It's our baby faces.
I know. What did I say? My key to staying young is hydration, skincare, and not being a piece of shit.
Oh, see, I just drink cider and pizza. So, I don't drink pizza, I eat pizza, but like I would say that I've got no skincare routine. Being 5'6" is like short, helps as well, because
I'm 5'3". I would love to be 5'6", but whatever. Do you think you're going to add other musicians at some point, or is it just something?
I don't know, because
are you going to be like a Tame Impala or something?
I can barely have time to practice unless there's one person in my band, and just the idea of trying to organize like 7 other people with the amount of stuff that's going on and the laptop as well, because can't do all the electronic stuff because you'd need like 6 different synth players or something ridiculous like that. So at the moment, this sort of works nicely. Yeah, it would be nice if like people wanted to jump in and be like, oh, do you want us to come?
Like you need a DJ, like I'm almost like a backup person, like a hype man or something.
Yeah, definitely a hype man would be good, because I've only played 4 shows and I'll tell you what,
it's terrifying probably.
Yeah, it is. So trying to hype the crowd.
Yeah,
I'm here to warm you up, and I'm not an entertaining person, despite what people might think. I haven't got that energy of let's get going.
Yeah.
Come on, everyone. It's like very
Clap your hands,
underwhelming.
say yeah. Yeah, I would be a horrible front person
Yeah,
too.
it's that element of this is something that I've never done. I used to play drums like years
Hmm.
ago when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, teenager.
Yeah.
I used to play drums. So drums, I played like 4 shows, I think, drums.
Hmm.
And you're at the back of stage, no one's watching you. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's lovely. And then I remember it's
Take
like,
all that away. It's
yeah,
different.
and it's just you and a laptop as well. There's no one
Yeah.
else on the stage with you.
Yeah.
It's just like there's no one else that people can look at.
Nope.
Nope. It's yeah. Those first few shows are fucking terrifying.
Well, I definitely want to dig into some of your influences because the one thing I really like about your album is like I can very much pick it apart in my brain because I too like all of the genres, especially I used to be a raver.
Yeah.
I mean, I still am if I could, if my knees would let me.
Yeah.
But I would still be doing that. But I could tell like the jungle and the drum and bass and then like certain other things, and it's just such an interesting combination because I can tell you like really love electronic music.
Yeah.
But you also probably really like the specials or something like that.
Yep.
And you're really trying to bridge those worlds together, and I find that super fascinating. So who do you think you like would love to emulate yourself with, or someone's like influenced your sound?
I think those sorts of genres coming together is much more common over here because there's bands that's like a lot of people in America might listen to me and go, "Oh, that's really original," but here it's not. I mean, you've got like Popes of Chili Town are a good example.
I'm so excited to see them.
So good live. You're gonna have so much fun.
I know.
So much fun.
Yeah.
But they've got elements of drum and bass and rapping in their songs. Then you've got obviously like Sonic Boom 6 is another example. And then you've got other influences of different sort of bands like Pendulum sort of mixed drum and bass with alternative rock and metal. And there's Enter Shikari as well. So there's lots of bands that are doing it, maybe not so much with ska, but there is examples here.
Yeah, I was saying there's examples of that. I would say in America probably most prevalent in like hip hop.
Yeah,
they blend it with a lot of million other things, but it's not really common in rock and alternative music too much.
Yeah.
It exists, but I don't know.
So yeah, those and there's also like a big sort of, especially in Bristol, like a reggae dubby scene.
Yeah,
and a lot of that sort of crosses over with like the drum and bass and jungle stuff. So you got like Gentleman's Dub Club, which are a cool band.
Yeah.
And they get about like Gardner, who's like an MC from Bristol, and Gentleman's Dub Club and that lot get about with the Skints. So the Skints are like that sort of bridge band between the ska punk side and the reggae dub side. Like a lot of people think like the Skints are like a reggae band, but like you go back and listen to like their first few albums, they're like really sort of ska punky.
Yeah, we got a Skints album to take home because we're like, this is what we're taking home.
That's your souvenir.
Well, who do you like in electronic music? Out of just curiosity.
Pendulum, Prodigy, drum and bass, jungle wise like Ed Solo and stuff like that. It's music that I like, but it's not that I go out and look for it. I mainly listen to that sort of stuff when I'm like working because it's no lyrics. I just concentrate.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Yes.
And then there's like bands like Caravan Palace, which are a bit more like electronic swing, but it's still a bit different. So I'm into that as well, and they're really good live.
It was crazy today. They were like, I went to look at the bookstore, and there was a ton of obviously British artists that were there, but a lot of like I saw a Goldie book. And I was like, holy shit. And then someone today, they're like, oh, Bristol's is like the birth of trip hop. And I was like, shut up.
Bristol's got a fucking awesome music scene.
I was like, that was my thing for so long. Like Massive Attack and like Portishead and Goldie.
Yeah,
like,
Portishead's just local as well.
Yeah.
Like after it. Yeah. Oh, I'll put the keys back on. There we go. That's my windscreen wipers going.
Yeah.
And that's me telling me they got an airbag error, but I don't.
We're constant professionals, guys. Well, definitely something else would be, this is just a personal question I'm going to ask because it just bothers me. What is a fake tweed dad?
Okay.
I have theories.
That song's sort of like a tongue-in-cheek, hyperbolic song from where I live. So I'm from like a little market town in Somerset. And back in 2012, I think it was, The Times, which is a newspaper here in England, voted it the best place to live in England. The problem is that apparently the person that wrote that moved there. So what happened was basically is a lot of people from London, wealthy people from London, moved here.
Yeah.
And all the house prices have gone up. It's like crazy stuff like that.
That's the exact same thing that happened in Austin.
And I was in. This is a few years ago. There's I thought I wanted to write a song about it because it's something that is important to me. Because like I've had friends that've had to move away and stuff.
Yes.
And it dawned on me that I was in a pub like a few years ago, and this guy walked in this full tweed suit with this London accent, and he had bright purple, spotlessly clean wellies on. And I was like, "You're such a poser! Like, what are you doing?" So that was sort of the catalyst for it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I released it before the album came out. I was sat at the hairdresser's getting my son's haircut, and this guy walked in. He had clean wellies on and tweed trousers, and I was like, "Oh,
it's happening!"
It's like, it's actually true. I'm glad I got actual evidence here to suggest that this does happen.
Yeah.
The song is very tongue in cheek and it's over the top.
You're like, I can't be the only person seeing this, right?
Yeah.
What's that? You ever seen that movie They Live? It's like only you can see like the monster.
No. The people in our town know what's going on. So like all the locals, like yeah. But that's basically what that song is all about.
Yeah, I was like, obviously about some type of dad dude vibe energy of some sort, but like I couldn't
rich Londoner coming to the countryside basically and trying to become the countryside and going too far of it, thinking that we all drive around in like 4x4s. And
I mean, the Texas equivalent is like someone that comes from like New York and then lives in Texas and buys a ranch and
a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
You're just like you've never
like me when I came to Texas.
Yeah. Everybody wants to I get the appeal. Don't get me wrong, but you're not like quitting your whole life and like I'm gonna go there and raise cows. You know, like no.
Like you don't own a farm, you don't need the Land Rover, you don't probably need the wellies unless you got a dog. But then you see most of them going out the woods and they got trainers on. Yeah. You're like, you're in the woods. Or they go out the woods in the summer and got shorts on. You're like, you're gonna get tick in your leg. Yeah. Stupid prick.
You get Lyme disease and hate your life.
I don't think we get that so much over here. I've had ticks in me before. So.
What's that like? Oh my god.
Yeah, I know what it is. I don't want it.
And then I think the most important question, because we talked about this in the entire flight here, we're like, what's the deal with beans? I said, I think on the question says, what gives?
Beans is a joke. Okay. It started off as a stupid thing on Twitter. With Carl and Para.
That's your first mistake. Is that you put these thoughts on Twitter.
It's not a thought. I think I posted something like about beans, and then they chime, "Oh, you just love beans, don't you?" And I was like, "Fine, I'm gonna double down on this." I do fucking love beans. I don't actually love beans. I do like beans. Like I love beans on toast. Who doesn't?
Yeah, it's a comfort food. Yeah, I get it.
It's a joke that has just spiraled into absolute chaos. Yeah, and I am all for like doubling down on the joke until I'll run it into the ground until I find it not funny. Yeah. Even if everyone else is like, I've had enough of the beans. It's like, I don't give a shit. I'm still finding it funny. And then I'll do nothing for a while and then I'll drop beans and people will go, "Oh, he's back with the beans." And I'll be like, yeah.
No, the Heinz shirt was the coup d'etat, honestly, for me. I was like, yes, this is where this should be going. Yes. This is the correct.
How can he monetize this?
Genius. And also on a blue shirt. Good choice. But,
But nondescript baked bean logo.
You have to understand to the rest of the world that are bean eaters, like it's very baffling.
I know, but it's the thing is though is that there's a lot of I think it was probably related to like American versus UK food because I said something about cheese slices once and apparently very very sensitive about cheese in America.
Our beautiful gourmet American craft singles. How dare you?
Oh, I got roasted.
You have better cheese over here. I said it.
But I think it's like a very, very much a cliche that British people love baked beans. So, I'm going to double down on the cliche.
I mean, they do, but so it's weird to me because I'm Mexican heritage. And so we too love beans, especially for breakfast. Yeah. But they're not even remotely the same.
No. Ours are a nice, rich tomato sauce.
Someone called it the biscotti of beans, and
no, you gotta have. Have you had a fry up yet?
No,
for breakfast. No. You gotta have a little bit of bean with that. good.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'll do it, but to
Chopped
me,
tomatoes, bit of baked beans, couple sausages, some bacon.
oh yeah, that's what
Black
Chris.
pudding.
Ooh, actually, no, yeah, I
You
think
know what that is?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. I'm a food person.
Okay, that's all right then. Some people are like, "What's that?" And you're like, "Wow, blood."
Yeah, Chris is hot. I'm like, Chris, you don't want any brown sauce? He's like, what? I'm like, never mind.
Brown sauce. Oh, you gotta have brown sauce all over. Brown sauce and baked beans. Yeah,
it's legit.
Yeah.
I will say that. But to me, beans like have like bacon, vegetables, peppers, beer is my favorite actual marinade of beans.
Yeah, I mean, I use other beans. Kidney beans.
Yeah,
is a popular one. The white ones begin with a C.
Navy bean?
Cologne?
No, I don't
know. I only know baked beans.
Yeah.
And kidney beans. Why do you need any other type of bean?
You need pinto beans, and I will die on that hill.
I can't remember which beans Kurt said he was going to give me when I go to Texas.
Yeah, I was like, black beans, pinto beans. Yeah, like,
you can buy those beans, but no one does because they're just buying baked beans.
I was offended by the sausage this morning.
The sausage?
Yeah. It wasn't even spiced or herbs.
No, you just get a pork sausage.
Yeah.
You can get them with herbs in.
I'm just.
I get Cumberland sausage is probably what you're after.
I get why, like, just the resources and the things here. It makes sense.
Is that from Greg's though?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
we didn't get the Greg. We didn't get the Greg's experience. We got the fish and chips experience.
You went to the fish and chippy and got sausage.
No. This was morning.
Oh.
We went to the Boston Tea Party as a joke. Because Chris was from Boston, and I was like, how funny as Americans, you living in Boston, if you went to a place called the Boston Tea Party.
SBI Fest is in Windsor. And I said, it better fucking be a fucking English pub there. They better have cider. Because apparently it's going to be a little bit hard to find. Right. Which means I'm going to be drinking rum, which is A, is expensive, and B...
Rum is my favorite.
Gets me fucked up.
It's probably good I'm not going there. I'm going to be like, we're just going to go down this terrible path.
Well, this is what we're doing then. Craig's here.
Yeah. Rum party. But on that note, since we need to get you more incorporated with other types of worldly beans. It's
okay.
My recommendation.
Send me your recipes.
The Mexican equivalent of beans on toast is a bean and cheese taco.
I'd eat that. That sounds good.
Because it's a tortilla, you smear the beans on it, much like the toast, and then you put a little sprinkle of cheese, and you just.
Yeah, I'd eat that.
I
love Mexican food.
Yeah.
I do.
You don't look. You have the Taco Bell.
What the bell about Taco Bell? Taco Bell in England
is American food for one. They consider it an American.
No, I'm not saying I love Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I don't. I had Taco Bell here, and I thought
we've had a lot of Taco Bell debates, not just between you and I, but. But on that note, are you working on anything new at the moment? Or are you still trying to really?
Yeah, I am. I've got bits and pieces of stuff I'm working on, but it's trying. I guess I'm trying to find a more solid sound. Yeah. But I kind of like just doing what I want. That's the joy of it, because it's just me. I don't have to answer to anyone else.
Yeah.
So I can just be like, oh, fucking throw that on there. Because even if it's like not a ska song, I'm just like,
it's way less pressure in that sense.
Yeah, there's like this sort of electronic thing, like that is purely just drum and bass and jungle stuff that I've sort of got. And it's sort of like, do I release this as Common Sense Kid, or does this have to be something else? There is elements of ska in it, but there's not really enough. And then people are going to listen to that and think, oh, well, it's just doing that now. No, it's just... So I was like, I'll call it Side Quests, Volume 1. And then people know that this is just stuff that I've done for my own amusement, and it's not the same thing, but it is the same.
No, I like...
So I'm going back and forth in my head over that at the moment.
Yeah. I love side quests. I use that word a lot because I like games like that. So
yeah, the whole thing though is like it's learning. So and I've always been like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. Yeah. So but now people listen to me, and I'm like, well, people are like, oh, this is shit. It's just fucking drum and bass. Yeah, see, he's phoning
calling right now. But
where are you? I'm tired.
But yeah, you're also going on tour with NDB.
Yeah,
right?
and JB Conspiracy, Conan Collin, and Till I'm Bones. And we're playing with Stop the Presses on next week.
Stop the Presses.
So get me all them.
I love them.
Yes. Can't wait.
No, that's a really good lineup, actually. Holy shit.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be like the first time I've gone out.
Yeah.
proper like days in a row.
Yeah. Okay.
And it'll be 5 shows, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I think.
Rad.
So yeah, into double figures.
You're like, that's right, I'm coming to your town. And you're also playing in America at SBI Fest.
Yes.
You're in for a treat. I have covered the one in Austin.
Yeah.
I'm very, very sad it will not be at this one, but it's going to be a good time. Granted,
I feel like it's going to be
boring.
absolute carnage, and I'm going to be incredibly hungover. And don't buy me a drink before I go on stage, because everyone will.
Yeah.
And then I won't be able to do what I have to do. And it'll just be an absolute fucking shit show.
I think you're going to be blown away by the SBI community as a whole.
And they all turned up in New York.
Yeah.
That one time. Well, not all of them, but
no,
like, oh my God.
Having all of them in one room is crazy. Trust me. It was a fantastic time. So I think Connecticut's boring, but you'll have fun.
I'm going to have to do a fun video about what I've learned about Connecticut.
I will tell you a couple things you can do at Connecticut. They have a beach there. It's okay. You have to go to the 2 famous pizza places because depending who you talk to in America,
I've heard that Connecticut pizza is better than New Jersey's Sergeant Stag.
It is, but I don't want to be on the record for saying that. But yeah, no, that's...
You heard it here first, everyone.
Yeah, it was impressive pizza. I will say that. New York pizza is also excellent, but
New York pizza at 2 a.m. when you're drunk as fuck is perfect.
Any pizza, honestly.
It's really weird though that in America you just sell it in single slices. Like, you just get a pizza here, you get a whole pizza.
Yeah.
But the slices are huge.
It's like half a medium pizza. Like that.
But yeah, that was tasty. All the pizza I had in America was good.
Yeah, this Italian dude over here was great, by the way.
That was good, yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, I forgot I was closer to Italy.
Outside Moor beer.
Yeah.
Do it.
You can go to Yale.
Oh, is that in Connecticut?
Yes.
That's where all the posh twats go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we went there because they have like secret societies or like, let's see if we have any symbols in the buildings.
Oh, like conspiracy, like sort of, Illuminati, sort of like
there's
a pyramid with 9 in the middle.
The skull and bones.
Oh, skull and bones, yeah.
So
I know about.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I'm going to have to talk to Kurt about.
Yeah, y'all need to make
theories again. Make that mistake like I did last time.
But I mean, that's pretty much all the fun I've ever had in Connecticut.
I brought up Skinwalker last time with Kurt, and we went on the tirade for about an hour. At 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, don't get that man started on cryptids.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for doing this really unconventional interview.
No, it's fun. It's the first time I've done in person with someone.
Yeah. No, I like doing them in person.
In my van.
More. Yeah. It's not a luxurious one.
It's also nearly midnight as well.
That's not late.
It's not. You jet lag still?
No.
There we go. Fine then. Off to Manchester tomorrow. Have fun.
Well, definitely go see Common Sense Kid and Andy B.
Do it.
If you can, come to SBI Fest.
And go to SBI Fest.
Go to SBI Fest. Like I have no better advice this year than to go to SBI Fest, honestly. And
fellow UK friends Call Me Malcolm will be playing as well.
Oh yes. They're fantastic.
They are. Was that today or tomorrow? I was going to say they're playing Manchester Punk Festival.
Yeah, and if you haven't listened to Common Sense Kid, A for Effort, for one, what the fuck are you doing? But you should do that now.
If you want.
Like right now, like this is going to be over. I expect you to open a app of some sort and do that.
Not my words, better listen to.
I can say those things. You don't have to say that stuff about your own junk.
Very awkward about talking about my own music.
Yes. Well, thank you for doing the interview. This will be fun for TikTok, I'm sure. Bye.